If you are someone who wants to come to Turkey for studying, or to start a lifestyle in Turkey, or to enter Europe through Turkey, you are at the right place, my brother. This video is exactly what you're looking for. I want to be clear, this is not some kind of boring information written on some internet websites. This is the information which I came to know with the passage of time for living more than 3 years in Turkey. I have been to Europe and visited around more than 7 countries there. I got the Polish visa in less than 1 month. We applied for German visas and got the visa within a month. So this video is about sharing the knowledge and loopholes in the system by which you can get yourself easily into Turkey or Europe. So without wasting time, let's get started. So let's say there are 2 parts of the world where you want to be in future. The first one is Turkey and the second one is any part of the world. You can say it's Europe, you can say it's Australia, you can say it's Canada. In both the cases, first you have to enter yourself into Turkey, and then if you want to move on to Europe or any other place, you can easily move to there also. Or if you want to stay in Turkey, you can stay there. So let's talk about Turkey first. I'm mostly talking about the students right now, so kindly keep it in mind. There are 3 ways to enter in Turkey. First, you can enroll yourself into private universities in Turkey. The second one is you can enroll yourself in Turkish government public universities. The third one is the most easiest and cheapest way to enter in Turkey, which is by enrolling yourself into a Turkish language course in Turkey. Yes, you heard it right. Turkey also gives visa for Turkey if you want to learn Turkish language in Turkey. Before continuing the video, I want to thank for the sponsor of this video, which is I'm just kidding, we don't have a sponsor, it's just me. Okay, so before continuing the video, I want to tell you, if you're someone who wants to come to Turkey or to take admission in any of the universities in Turkey, I know there are a lot of consultants out there, but trust me, I have seen a lot of students being scammed by these consultants. So I have started my own part-time consulting agency, which is Consultancy with Shakib. So if you want to take admission, this is the right place for you. This is a trusted place for you. You can contact us right now. Now let's get back to the video. Talking about the private universities are no doubt a little bit expensive. At the same time, these universities are in English language, so it will be easy for you if you want to study in English language in Turkey. In private universities, the fee structure varies from 3,000 Turkish lira to 8,000 Turkish lira depending upon the university, depending upon the location where the university is, depending upon the university ranking, and comparing all the other things. The second one, the government or the public universities, which usually are in Turkish language, these universities are much more cheaper than the English language universities. But yeah, there's a drawback that these universities will teach you in Turkish language. The fee structure for these universities can vary from $100 to $800. Talking about the private universities will teach you in English language. The fees for the private universities varies from location to location, university to university, university's ranking. But to give you a rough estimate, the fee varies from $3,000 to $8,000. Talking about the Turkish government public universities, these universities are way more cheaper than the English language private universities. But at the same time, there is a drawback that these universities will usually teach you in Turkish language. So you must know Turkish language, or you can come to Turkey and learn Turkish language and start studying in these universities. Talking about the fees for the government universities, the fee can be in between $300 to $800 annually. The same was the case with private universities annually. Now, third one, the most easiest and cheapest way to enroll yourself or to get a Turkish visa is by enrolling yourself into a Turkish language institute. So you can apply to a university or language institute that you want to learn Turkish language and get an acceptance letter for learning Turkish language, on the basis of which you can also get a Turkish visa. Talking about the fees also varies in Turkish language institutes a lot, but you can easily find in between 3,000 to 5,000 Turkish lira per level. There are 5 levels in language courses: A1, A2, B1, B2 and C1. Also, if you are someone who is willing to study in Turkish language universities, public universities, you also need to enroll yourself in Turkish language institute. There are 2 ways to enroll yourself. First one is by getting an acceptance letter from a Turkish public university into, let's say, computer science program, and then you can come to Turkey and learn Turkish language, and then you will start your program. There is a second way which I will suggest you to prefer, which is by enrolling yourself into a Turkish language institute. You will come to Turkey, learn Turkish language for a year, and then you can select whatever university you like, because you will have an experience of a year for living in Turkey. Now you will have a range of other choices also, because you came to Turkey a year ago. Now you know Turkey a bit more than before. Also, you know, studying in Turkish is not that much easy. So there are a lot of students who come to Turkey to study in Turkish language, but you know, they get admission in let's say an engineering program. They come to Turkey, they started studying Turkish language for a year, and at the end of the year they're like, no, we're not going to do it. They move on to an English language university, so they waste a lot of money in that. But if you are someone who's coming to Turkey for learning Turkish language, so now with the passage of time you will come to know if this is feasible for you or not to study in Turkish language. Within a year you will get to know it, and at the end of the year when you will have a Turkish language certificate, you can think about it clearly, like you want to study or not. Okay, so there is sunlight coming on my face. Let's talk about Europe. You can come to Turkey by any of these three means: private universities, Turkish government universities, or Turkish language institute. After coming to Turkey, you will get a student temporary residence in Turkey. So on the basis of that, you can directly apply to Europe, USA, Canada, or you know, any place on the earth from Turkey, and you will apply for your visa from Turkey also. Let's talk about Germany. So the process of getting a German visa from Turkey is way more quickly than getting the same visa in Pakistan or India. Let's talk about the second part, coming to Turkey and then moving on to Europe. Let's talk about Germany. If you want to move on to Germany, now when you will come to Turkey, you will get a student temporary residence card for Turkey, for staying in Turkey. Okay, so on the basis of that card, you can apply to Europe, you can apply to Germany, you can apply to USA, Canada, or any place on the earth. Let's say you got an acceptance letter from a German university. Now, when you're going to apply for the visa, you can apply through Turkey. So, you know, there are a lot of students who are doing this process, getting themselves enrolled in a Turkish language institute first, coming to Turkey, and then applying for Germany and going to Germany or Italy or any place on the earth. So this is how you can go to any place on the earth way more quicker than applying directly from Pakistan. I know it is going to be a little bit more expensive than applying from Pakistan, because first you will have to apply for Turkey, take expenses, you have to spend a lot of money in Turkey, and then move on to Europe. But trust me, there are a lot of students who are doing this process. And also, it's not like you must have to go to Europe. If you are like, you come to Turkey and you like Turkey, you can stay here. You can start your studying here. Turkey also gives a permanent residence card, just like the EU countries. There are some rules which you need to know if you're staying in Turkey. Okay, so that's all from my side. This is what I came to know with the passage of time, and I wanted to share with you guys. If you're someone who wants to go through this process, or if you're someone who wants to come to Turkey and start studying here, contact us right now. And also, if you're someone who's new here, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button. See you guys in the next video.